sige lingkodan kita. Ayan, so good evening ha ato niyo tanan. Setting point still January, so allow me to greet all of you a Happy New Year. Yan, so it's such a privilege nga talaga makatukdaw otro nga di. So it's my first time for this year. Yan ang katuig. And I don't know, but every time talaga nga matukdaw ka nga di, biskan nakapira ka na pagtukdaw, kukulbaon lagi hapon. Yan, so kung karig niyo ma-experience di pakadila ka mo. Ayan, so absent ko lang word. So to start with our sermon for tonight, let me just ask you a few questions. Na hiraynon may da mga computer nga di, computer, laptop, or mga devices. So have you ever experienced nga nagkaadahin malware or virus sa iyo computer? Di ba puro computer itaton gini-istoryahan related na technology? Na-experience na kami to wherein pagkita niyo yung mga files, either bagat mga shortcuts na lahiya o di kaya naman nagkikinawagran niyo mga files. Or at some point, ani mo laptop, kaluluya na niya loading. So, di rin na same as before. So, in most cases, ang nangyayari ito, either may virus or mga tinatawag ng mga malware ang imo laptop. So, if you're about to ask me, Kuya Nono, ano ba ang nangyayari kayo nung nagkakaadahin malware, nagkakaadahin virus na akong laptop? Actually, there are many reasons nga or possibilities nga ni imo laptop mag-aadahin problema. Diba? If in case nga ni imo laptop nag-aadahin virus or malware, ang nangyayari, it doesn't function as the same as before. Diba? Medyo masakit na hayaul, bagat karuyag mo na lang ani minsan iglabog pag di rinaan siya niya ginihimo. Diba? Minsan ang laptop naglilinugaring na. So that is why, if you're about to ask me kung ano ang possible reasons, so there are many reasons, but I want to share to you, siguro usang reason kung kaya nagkakaadan malware or virus ano sa nga laptop. So at least kahit paano may mabaroang kita. So basic guideline here. So let me share to you in here. Maram ka mo kunanin niya? Oh, keyboard. Keyboard po inihiya, diri po inihiyaan. Ano pa itong panlaba? Diri po iniya. So this is a keyboard. Tapos, ano man na diya? This one is a flash drive, di ba? Keyboard, a flash drive, ngayon keyboard. So, in here, both of them, mga USB type, kung hindi mo kikitaon. So, this one, HID type yan, klasihan, device, and this one is EDEX drive. So, pag sabihin nga ni kita nga HID, it's a human interface device. Kunbaga, para mas magets nato, no? In here, pag insaksak mo nga nga dihang computer, pag may pinton ka nga di nga key, ma-appear nga itong computer. Tama, di ba? So, adi naman hiya, nagko-contain mga files. So, kuya no, paano sumulod ang mga malware nga di? So, in here, there are different device, but they can function the same. Dependihan pag-createhan device. So, pwede inihiyang flash drive mag-act as a keyboard. So, ibig sabihin, kung ako, programmer o sa developer, I can put program or payload wherein pagsaksak ko nga din akong laptop, naglulugaring hiya pag-copy ni mo mga files, pag-delete ni mo mga files, pag pinang-create in shortcut. So, this thing, it's bagat diriya halata nga manlalabot pero pwede talaga iniya manlabot. So, what I'm just trying to share to you, kasi there are many cases wherein pag maglakad ka nga ni usahang kanto, may makikita ka nga flash drive. Diba? At some curious, flash drive. 32 gig. Di ba kukuhaon mo, ipabalsak mo kada nimo laptop. So, I want you to be careful pag pinanguhin mga flash drive. Kasi it might be kahuna mo, may da ka na bago nga flash drive, ngayon siya ngayon ang reason niya, narubaan imo, computer, nawara pa imo mga files. Nagigets la ako niyo? Yan, so kahit pa paano may naibarwang kita. Yan ang gabi. Yan, so in relation nga aton sermon for tonight, actually I want to relate ini nga learning gihapon ha aton ginabuhi wherein kita kasi we used to try new things. Di ba? We used to try new things, new places, trabaho. So, pag nag-try nga ni kita, it's a good thing. Kung aton na try, it changes to become a better person. Di ba? Maupahiya kung natsambahan niya goods. But in most cases, pagdating kasi new things, mga bago nga butang, diri talaga ita. Kung baghakuan, diri kita swerte ito. Pag mga katikangan, I doubt, out of 10 siguro, hakatikangan, siguro may dausa, danay pawaray, nga nagsasucess. Some other talaga, they were lost at first. That's reality. Hinungani nga din nag-graduate. Pag-graduate, nabiling una yung trabaho, yung karawat na kuha daw yung unang trabaho. Di ba, pakatrabaho ni mo, bagat karuyag mo na igsumpaan ni mo trabaho. It's always the new things, di ba? That is why our passage for tonight will focus nga Tuhan butang which another passage for tonight will focus on the new things adina gingawas na niya. In the new things wherein we are not successful, especially kung umabot kita hininga point wherein we struggle, and this one we lose our beliefs. Beliefs are essential. Diri la po ang lugawan essential, but unbeliefs. Hanan clicker. Yan, so our theme for tonight is entitled Lost Beliefs. So, ano ba ini hiya? So, let's try to figure out kung ano ba ini hiya. So, our passage is found in the book of Judges chapter 6 verses 1 to 18. So, basahon taan ay baliktad. Yan, siya na. So, read with me, ang aton passage siya na. So, Judges 6 verses 1 to 3. The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and for 7 years he gave them into the hands of the Midianites. Because of the power of Midian was so oppressive, the Israelites prepared shelters for themselves in the mountain cliffs, caves, and strongholds. Whenever the Israelites planted their crops, the Midianites, Amalekites, and other eastern peoples invaded the country. They camped on the land and ruined the crops all the way to Gaza and did not spare a living thing for Israel, neither sheep nor cattle nor donkey. They came up with their livestock and their tents like swarms of locusts. It was impossible to count them or their camels. They invaded the land to ravage it. Midian so impoverished the Israelites that they cried out to the Lord for help. Midian so impoverished the Israelites that they cried out to the Lord for help. When the Israelites cried out to the Lord because of Midian, he sent them a prophet who said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. I brought you up out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. I rescued you from the hands of Egyptians, and I delivered you from the hand of all your oppressors. I drove them out before you and give you their land. I said to you, I am the Lord your God. Do not worship the gods of the Amorites in whose land you live, but you have not listened to me. The angel of the Lord came and sat down under the oak in Orpah that belonged to Joash the Abizrite. The Abizrite, yan. Where his son Gideon was threshing with in a winepress to keep it from the Midianites. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." "Pardon me, my Lord," Gideon replied, "but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all his wonders that our ancestors told us about when he said, 'Did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt?' But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us to the hand of Midian." The Lord turned to him and said, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand. Am I not sending you?" "Pardon me, my Lord," Gideon replied, "but how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family." The Lord answered, "I will be with you, and you will strike down all the Midianites, leaving none alive." Gideon replied, "If now I have found favor in your eyes, give me a sign that it's really you talking to me. Please do not go away until I come back and bring my offering and set it before you." So may the Lord bless the reading of His word. So, here in the book of Judges, kung mababasa natin, the first six chapter nga di, makikita natin ang downfall ng Israelites. We'd actually see nga di kung paano nag-down ang Israelites and they were oppressed by the Midianites, they were oppressed by the Amalekites and other eastern people. So if we actually try to go back on history before hininga Judges, we would actually see how kung gaano kakusog ang Israel. Kung gaano kakusog ang nation ng Israel. But what happened nga di, Book of Judges, kung mababasa niyo yung first chapter pati second chapter, makikita niyo yung Joshua who lead them nga to promised land, namatay na. So Joshua, he is one of the 12 spies. Actually, duha ra nga Caleb at nakasulod nga to promised land. And Joshua usa nga leader nga di. And at this time, Joshua patay na. Siguro ka ng kalagas na. So mababasa natin dito kun diin hiyagin lubong. And after the death ni Joshua, there are a lot of things that changes ngadtohan mga Israelites. As in kadadakuan, nagbag-uha era. And those changes actually nga nangyarihan mga Israelites, the Lord was not pleased ngadto era. Waray kalipay ang Ginoo nga daera. Why? Kasi they have been compromising ngadtohan ways hini nga other nations. Nag-compromise po ang mga Israelites. And not just only that, they actually forgotten the Lord. Iraging kalimtan ng Ginoo. So paano niraging kalimtan? They were worshiping the God hini nga mga other country or other nation. So didi ha aton passage, you would actually see that they were worshiping the God nga Baal. I don't know if Baal is real talaga hadto nga panahon, but they were worshiping Baal hini nga time. And ang nagagabayan hini kanda Gideon at that time, it's the Amorites. And tanan nga duha era they were worshiping Baal. So kung mababasa nimo ha, actually if you're about to read nga to verse 10 hini nga aton passage, he Lord mismo ang nagyakan nga diri ako nalilipay ha iyo. Because I've told you nga diri kamo dapat mag-worshipin iba nga Ginoo, but anong nangyari nag-worship kamuhin iba nga Ginoo. And that is why it's a constant reminder ha aton wherein let's always be careful kung diin kita nakikipagkausa. So it might be be careful kung an imo tao nga ginupuram sa ima niyo belief. Because maybe either two things would happen, either ikaw ang madara or hiya ang madara. But sad to say nga dihan aton story, it was actually the Israelites nga nadara. So the Israelites actually seen the greatness of God. Isipon mo, the Israelites has been brought out ngadtuhan Egypt. You know what? When they were in Egypt, nakatuhiran tinatawag nga land of slavery. They were slave there. And the Israelites saw it. Tapos, they become conquerors. They were conquering damo nga nations, damo nga lands. Because God was with them. And nakita iton mga Israelites. But this time, they have forgotten the Lord. Kaya ang nangyari, the Lord put them to test by delivering them into the hands han mga Midianites. So kung mababasa natin niya gin-deliver talaga ni Lord ang mga Israelites ngadto han mga Midianites. And when God delivered them, ibig sabihin, it doesn't mean God was not with them. But anong nangyari, God never extended help ngadto era. Kung dati bulig nira hi Lord han tanan nira nga battle, but this time waray na hi Lord bumulig. So, ang battle naging kaharapan mga Israelite, it's all by their strength. Ira na lakusog. And you know what happened? It weakens ang mga Israelites. As in kaluluya nira. They were oppressed. They were driven out han mga Midianites. Kung mababasa natin nga yan. So kung mababasa natin nga and Israelites, they camp in the land and ruin the crops of all the way to Gaza and did not spare a living thing for Israel. So ansya ito ang mga ginihimon Midianites, ginruruin ang ira crops. At the same time, they did not actually spare any animals para ira. So ganun ang oppression nga naabatan Israelites. And that is why they were crying aton iragad nga Hibeal, but you know what, Hibeal diri hanabaton. Isipin mo, they turn away from God, tapos may ginuihara nga bagong Hibeal, but Baal was not answering them. And that is why, kay daraman diri na baton Hibeal haira, umabot hirahan point that they cried out once again to the God who saved them from the Egyptians. Ang Lord ni Moses, ang Lord ni Joshua, nagtawag hirautro. And you know what the Lord did? Usala nira nga cried out, usala nga pagtangis nira, God responded. Bumaton dayon hi Lord. And this time, ginpili niya hi Gideon to be the deliverer han mga Israelites. Nga di kasi Book of Judges, you would actually read nga bagat damo nga di ang mga pinili ni Lord. Actually, kung magbabasa ka muna mga Judges, baga inhiran mga superhero. Kaya ang mga inhirang mga pinilihan Lord, may da nira mga extra nga mga power. They become really special nga di pag ginpili ka ni Lord nga di, you becomes nagiging special ka. And this time, you would actually sing and ginpili nga dihan Ginoo, it's Gideon. I guess we're all familiar kung hino Gideon. And you know what Gideon kasi it's just like the same. It's just like us, Gideon. Waray masyado qualification ni Gideon. Pareho lahaton, but God diri man kita ito nagko-qualify, but God qualifies. Lord na nagko-qualify ang tao. Kasi if you're actually I've searched kung ano talaga ang qualification ni Gideon, why God chooses him. Bagat waray man ako nabasa. Waray nga ako may nabasa nga ito nga righteous si Gideon. In fact, what I've actually read nga Gideon nahadlok hiya nga niya family, patihan mga tao nga naokoy nga ira taon. Gideon gimpilihan Ginoo, pero Gideon nahadlokan iya pamilya, patihan mga naokoy nga taon. And imagine, those people nga naokoy nga ira taon, pati aniya pamilya, they were worshiping Baal. May ada pa nga ni ramang kalugaringon niya altar. And I would assume, since nahadlok Gideon, he might be worshiping also Baal. But despite of those things, God chooses him. Gimpili. Yeah. And here in our passage, actually, we would see evidence kung ano nangyarihan Israel based nga tuhan mga responses ni Gideon. We would actually see here kung paano nawarayan hin belief, how their belief lost based nga tuhan mga responses ni Gideon. Makikita natin niya di. So, ang first belief that was lost here, yan. It's lost companionship. Lost companionship. I want you to listen with me this one. Kasi ang mga Israelite that time, they do not believe the word, ini nga praise nga the Lord is with you. Waray na po impact inihayaira. Kung babasahon natin nga di, Judges 6:13, haaton passage. An angel of the Lord sumiring. Di ba, mighty warrior, the Lord is with you. Anon ba to ni Gideon? Pardon me, my Lord, Gideon replied. But if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all these wonders that our ancestors told us about when they said, did not the Lord bring us out of Egypt, but now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian. Diriya na to dito, nakaupod ni Ran Ginoo. We could actually see the frustration of Gideon nga di. Diba? Imagine being handed over nga to Midianites tapos getting oppressed for 7 years. Diba? For 7 years, they were oppressed by the Midianites. And imagine experiencing hadtong oppression wherein nagkakampira or nagtatanomiran mga crops, nagpapadamoyran hayop, pero ginraid lahan mga Amalekites and mga Midianites. So, he have seen worse na nangyari ha era. And that is why they do not believe when he heard the word, when the angel said, the Lord is with you. You know what? After the death of Joshua, a lot of things changes nga tuhan life ang mga Israelites. And most nga di, kung babasahon nimo, talaga pirmi na hirap perdihan mga battles. Here, actually, mababasa nimo or makikita nimo how Gideon lost his companionship with the Lord. Diba? He is in great doubt niya kaupod ni Ran Ginoo. So if I were to ask you, ikaw ba, what do you feel kung nababatian mo ang praise nga nasiring the Lord is with you? The Lord is with you. May dabahiya same, it's just the same bahan na feel ni Gideon niya waray impact ta iya. Waray meaning ha iya. Or it's way different? What do you think kayo mo? Actually, ikaw iton mga kabaton. But you know what? In most cases kasi, iniha ang idea nga God is God with me. Kasi ako and iniha akon Christian what I've been questioning, umabot na lang ako han point wherein I question God regarding hininga matter. Kung kaupod ko ba talaga hiya if He was actually watching over me. Because ang nangyayari kasi, nag-question natin ni Lord regarding hininga matter when things doesn't go our way. O nga, di ba? If things doesn't go our way, we're asking to God, Lord, kaupod ko ba ikaw, di ba? Like, kaano ba nangyayari niya ako? Same what Gideon was asking. Kaano ba nangyayari niya ako? So, bakit di rin ako makalis nga situation? Bakit up until now, makuri lagi hapon makatrabaho, makuri lagi hapon kumitahin money, I have to work double time para maka-income la. Up until now, Lord, kaya dalawa rin may nabulig lagi hapon na akon, bagat ginsasalo ko man lagi hapon ini tanan, diri lagi hapon ako makapasa Lord. Di ba? Lord, kaya ano makuri ako makaintindi. We have a lot of question, or we're asking the Lord a lot of whys. Why, Lord, why? And we actually coming to a point wherein we're questioning God if He really with us. I don't know kung umabot ka na ito nga point wherein you're asking God, Lord, aada ka ba? Bagat, wari man may nga ni nangyayari. Wari man nga ni may nangyayari ahon. Siguro, wari diri ka ada-ada. But I tell you, while I was reading the book of Judges, one thing you're about to realize pag magbasa ka hini. Pag magbasa ka actually hini, you would realize one thing. And you know what? Ini nga idea, kaging question ni mo hi Lord regarding the idea, ini nga idea that you were questioning God if God is with you. Tapos ito yung idea gini-entertain mo talaga hiya. Well, I'll tell you, it's leading you to an incorrect viewpoint na mo belief. If you try to entertain those praise, or if you try to accept those praise that kaupod ko ba hi Lord? Well, I'll tell you, it's leading you to an incorrect viewpoint na mo belief. Confuse ka na. Nagtitikang ka na humerayo nga daha Ginoo. Iglilid ka na ito hadireng maupay once you come to that point. Why? Kaya ano? One thing is real. One thing is, as a matter of fact, He Lord kasi, God is God. It's one thing that you need to realize. God is God. God is powerful. And God is constant. And God is not changing. If there is one thing who's changing, kita ito. Kung magbabasa ka nga dihan, Book of Judges, you would actually see that it is the Israelites who changed. It's not God. God was with them. Nakadto Lord han time that they were worshiping Baals. That is why nga usala nira nga pagtangis, in just one cried out nira nga dakan Lord, nag-send daw ni Lord din, deliverer. Tagpili daw niya yung deliverer. So, you'd actually see her nga nagbaguan Israelites. And you would actually see nga Lord, he was hurt already kung ano ni ira ginihimo, but the Lord remains to them. The Lord still with them. That is why, kung imo ipapakiana, kung kaupod mo ba Lord, I tell you, biskan ka pa may ginihimo nga diri maupay, biskan pa mga malian nimo ginihimo, the Lord is still with you. Kaupod lagihap ka ni Lord. Uupdan ka lagi hapon ni Lord. If we would actually sing a di, gingkikita lahan mga Israelites, an era, gingkikita lahan ni Lord based nga to ha result. Diba? They actually see the Lord based on a result. Kasi kung aton iisipon, we're about to think, di ba, kikita mo lang ni Lord based on result. Kung aton iisipon, if things goes nga tuhan way han mga Israelites, han time nga ginhand ni Lord hirang nga tuhan mga han Midianites. For example, no, ginhand ni Lord an Israelites nga tuhan mga Midianites, tapos they were able to win han battle. Tapos at that time, they were worshiping Baal. Do you think mabalik hirang nga di kan Lord? Diba, diri? So, ang kikita nira is it's based on the result. If they win over nga ton mga Midianites, tapos an ira God, it's Baal, I don't think nga mabalik hirang adi kan Lord. Nag-cried out hirang adi kan Lord because si Baal, waray na may ginihimo para ira. So, nakabase siya nga Tuhan result. And that's one thing that we need to understand nga diha aton nga. It doesn't matter if things goes nga Tuhan aton way. What really matters is still worshiping the true and the real God. diri ito nga mabalhin kanahan iba nga Ginoo. Just like what happened nga dihan mga Israelites. And ito kasi nga nangyari, bagalayahin regrets. You know what's regrets? Regrets. Ang regrets kasi kuha niya, result based. Usually you're regretting because you don't like what the result. So, ang regret kasi nag-occur lahiya pag diri mo gustuan naging resulta. So, ibig sabihin, it doesn't really matter kung an imo ginhimo tama or mali. As long as gusto mo ang resulta, diri ka magre-regret. Pero pag diri mo gusto ang resulta, magre-regret ka. Say for example, sakto ang imo ginhimo, as in tama ang imo ginhimo. Pero pag kita mo ang result, ay diri man naaayon niya akon. Dapat waray ko nalahimuan nga sugad din. Biskan sakto na imo ginhimo. Pero kung mali naman ang imo ginhimo, tapos waray ka kadakop, I doubt magre-regret ka. Ang regret kasi ginihimo lang nimo nga compensation. Nagre-regret ka la, darangan na dakop ka. Same gusto nga di. They were regretting, they were crying out to God kasi it doesn't work for them. Nag-worship pero kan Baal. And you know what? It happened. Ito nga story, it happened nga di kan David. I believe we all know David. David was a great man. David was a great man, pero there is one stained han iya reign, and that is when he married Bathsheba. Di ba? We all know what happened. Kasi adi nga David, iyaging karuyag ni Bathsheba, and ni Bathsheba may ida asawa. So ang asawa ni Bathsheba, it's Uriah. So what David did, kay na-inlove hiya kan Bathsheba, aniya ginhimo, he orchestrated the death ni Uriah. So nagsurat hiya ngadto kan, if i-jowa bad to, nagsurat hiya ngadto nga ikadto Uriah frontline. Ikadto hiya frontline para mamatay. It's David nga nagsaring, if you're about to read ngadto book of 2 Samuel, mababasa mo talaga ngadto, ginsurat talaga yung David niya, ikadto hiya ngadto nahan para mamatay. Ano nangyari kan Uriah? Namatay hiya. So para kan David, happy ending ang nangyari. Pwede na niya asawa ni Bathsheba. But the Lord is with David. Kaupod ni Lord hi David. Waray bayaay ni Lord hi David. At nakita ito ni Lord, ang ginhimo niya nga diri maupay. So anong ginhimo ni Lord? Ginsend niya prophet Nathan. So anong siring ni Nathan pagkita niya nga David? Nag-istorya ni prophet Nathan, wala niya i-confront. Nag-istorya hiya na siring man niya. May adwa nga tawo sa nga village. Ano sa pobre, ano sa mayaman. Ang mayaman nagtatag-adayahin large numbers of sheep, may diniya mga cattle. While ang pobre naman may daniya usa nga sheep. Tapos mahal na mahal, hindi nga pobre ang iya sheep. Pero, suwa din yung nangyari. May umagi nga travelers ito nga village, tapos kumadtuhiyahan mayaman. Ang mayaman, ang ginhimo, nadirihiya pag ihawhan niya sheep. Ano iya ginhimo, ginkuha niya ang sheephan, pobre, tapos ang siyan iya ginihaw, tapos ang siyan ginhatag gadtuhan traveler. So, while Prophet Nathan was telling that story, David nakaabat yan kasi nahon. Na ano iya nasiring niya, surely as the Lord live, dapat adto nga mayaman nga tao, dapat hiya mamatay. Nasiring ni David, as surely as the Lord live, dapat ito nga mayaman nga tao, dapat hiya mamatay. You know what Nathan, angin niya ka ni Nathan, David, ikaw adto nga mayaman nga tao. The Lord give, ginhatag ni Lord tanan haimo. Ang mga wives, tanan ginhatag ni haimo. Pero ang imo ginhimo, diri maupay. That is why ginkuha ni Lord nga tuan, baby niya ni Bathsheba. See, you know what? That's only the time that David said, I sinned against the Lord. That's only the time nga nagsisi si David, kay nadakop man hiya. He thought that the Lord, diri kaupod niya hi Lord, but the Lord is with him. And that is why after hitong a story, you would actually see nga mas naging strong pa ang faith ni David. Because he knows that the Lord sees him biskan ano niya himuon. Waray niya may ginyakan regarding han pagkamatihan niya baby because he knows nga mali adto niya. Hopefully, minsan sukad kasi kita ito, di ba? Wherein nagsisisi la kita kay nadakop kita. May diba ito? Nagsisisi ka la kay nadakop ka. You know what? God is always with you. Meaning to say, He value you, He love you. He love you more than you love Him. And He keep watch over you. So kung akala mo diri ka nakikita ng Lord, I tell you nakikita ka ng Lord. The Lord is with you. And that's one thing that lost nga di kan Gideon. The idea that God is with him. Diri hiya maaram nga all the way He Lord kaupod nira. And here the second thing that was lost nga di kan Gideon, it's his identity. Gideon lost his identity. Yan, so Gideon was considered a mighty warrior. Kung mababasa natin niya di. An address sa iyan, angel, mighty warrior, God is with you. But here is the reply of Gideon. Pardon me, my Lord, Gideon replied, but how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am least in my family. Gideon actually did not see himself as a mighty warrior. Try to think this one, kung gaano ka ubos ang self-esteem ni Gideon. Lord, an amon clan, an siya ang pinakamaluya. Awan amon family, an siya ang pinakamaluya clan han Manasseh. Tapos diri la ito, ako ang pinakawik ka amon pamilya. Maluya na nga niyo pamilya, ikaw po ang pinakawik. Nakaramdam ka na ba ito? Ito ba nga ikaw napapag-iwanan? Ano siya ito nararamdaman ni Gideon? An amon pamilya ang pinakamaluya, tapos sa among pamilya, ako ang pinakamaluya. Nakita niya, angel of the Lord, ano niya ginihimo? Nagkukuha niya, nagtatanggal upah nga duhan with. Paragtanggalihan upah. So grabe ang self-esteem ni. Grabe ang self-esteem ni Gideon. And grabe ka ubos no. Gideon actually lost his identity nga he doesn't believe anymore nga dani niya kalugaringon. Isipin mo an siya ni mo mayayakan hini. Lowest na nga ni mo family, ikaw pa ang pinaka habubo. Kumbaga aadto ka na nga ni last section, ikaw pagudan diri bright nga to last section. Di ba masakit diya? But actually, did you notice how the angel of the Lord addresses Gideon, di ba? He addresses Gideon as a mighty warrior. Because the angel of the Lord knows kung hirahino ang mga Israelites. They were a mighty warrior. They were conquering mga nations. And also, Gideon was about to conquer nations. Kailangan la niya maibalik ang iya identity. Kailangan la niya mabalik ang nawaraha iya. So, you know what God is fond of sa ring panaming han mga tao, di ba? Gideon was named as a mighty warrior, but actually there are a lot of mga mighty warriors if you're about to read in the book of Judges. But yan, and mighty warrior, it's addressed. God is addressing them not by their strength, but because of their strength when they are with God. Diba just like Peter. Peter was a fisherman, pero God addressed Peter as the rock. Tapos si Abraham, father of none, di ba, waray man niya anak, then he become the father of multitudes. So gina-address talaga ni Lord not kung ano hiraya na or ang strength niya may adahira, but how they will change when they are with God. So every one of us actually nga diha aton, tanan ha aton didi. Pwede kita maging warrior just like nga di. As God addresses Gideon as a mighty warrior. Every one of us here pwede maging maging warrior. But diri tanan ha aton nga di pwede maging mighty warrior. So once again, utrohon ko, pwede kita maging warrior but not all of us pwede maging mighty warrior. And Amorites, there are a lot of warriors and Amorites, there are a lot of warriors and Amalekites, but waray haira mighty warrior. So pag simiring ka kasi nga warrior, ano warrior kasi, if once defeated, they would actually do more. They would actually do extraordinary things para magdaog hira otro. Kumbaga, ano sa nga warrior, they would not actually believe that they were defeated because they are weak. They actually believe that they were defeated because an ira kalaban is greater than them. That is why the next time they prepared para mas maging makusog pa ira. Siya ito na warrior. That is why, di ba, mga boxing nga ni, boxing, pag ginlabang ka boxing, nag-aandam ka. Andam ka, nagdi-training ka. Pero, sigunta ang result na perdi ka. You are actually defeated not because you are weak. Kasi isiring paano sa nga boxer, iglaban daw lahat normal. Kastigado ang normal nga tao. So, you were defeated not because you are weak, but because an imo kalaban is greater than you. That is why nag-aandam ka pa. Nagpapakusog ka pa, nag-a-add ka ng strength, nag-a-add ka ng stamina. Para sunod, if in case mag-rematch ka mo, daog ka na. So kung nagdaog ka naman, another strong opponent. So you are defeating everything nga greater nga dahi mo. That is why they are called warrior. That is a warrior. But, you know what? A mighty warrior is way different nga duhan warrior. A warrior is, usang a warrior, makusog hiya. But a mighty warrior is much greater than him. Anyone can be a warrior but not a mighty warrior. And mighty warrior, they are strong not because of their strength, but because God is with them. God is great, and God is great among all. Biskan hino pa itong a warrior. A mighty warrior cannot defeat, a warrior cannot defeat a God. If God is with you, then you are a mighty warrior. So different an warrior ngayon mighty warrior. If you would address yourself, diri ka basta-basta nga warrior, but usa ka nga mighty warrior. Just like what the angel addresses kan Gideon. He is a mighty warrior. So we would actually see here nga David is one of the example ng usa nga mighty warrior. So paano ko na siling nga usahi David niya example of mighty warrior? You know what David, he was strong. Strong hiya, not because haniya karogaringon niya strength, but because han strength ni Lord niya nagtitikang haiya. And that is why if you're about to read han Bible, kung magbabasa ka han Bible, never once David na perdihan battle. Waray ka makikita nga itong naperdi David in battle. Aniya stained ang pagtaga Bathsheba, but in terms of battle, he never lose because he is a mighty warrior. God is with him. And also, if you know Samson kasi, he is a mighty warrior. May daniya tinatawag nga super strength. May daniya super strength. May daniya ginkalaban nga thousands han mga Philistines. Thousands of Philistines. And he was able to defeat it nga niya darala Jobon. Thousands over usala. He was not actually defeated. Samson, because he is a mighty warrior. God is with him. Ang strength ni Lord na kadhaiya. Ano lang naging problema ni Samson? Kanan babae laliwat. Babae problema ni Samson. But Samson was able to regain himself nga to niya last breath. He was not defeated han time nga namatay hiya. He was able to defeat 3,000 nga mga Philistines nga nakatuhito nga usa nga bagat siring panira Coliseum. So Samson and David was never defeated because they were mighty warriors. So a mighty warriors of God diri napiperdi. So at some point, let's try to ask ourselves, mighty warrior ba ako ni Lord or tamang warrior la ako? Gimpipinerdi ko laan koan. Ang bawat makusuga akon, gimpiperdi ko. Ang bawat makusog, gimpiperdi ko. Ang mighty warrior, di rin niya gimpiperdi. Ang bawat makusog, kay hiyan ang makusog. That is why the Lord addresses Gideon as a mighty warrior. Ang tanan niya, Joshua, grabe ang mga nations nga iyaging conquer kasi he is a mighty warrior. Biskan outnumbered hira, they be able to conquerhan mga nations. That's a mighty warrior. A mighty warrior, an iya strength diri iya kalugaringon. An mighty warrior, an iya strength tikang kan Lord. Ikaw ba an imo strength, an imo knowledge, an imo wisdom? Tikang laba ito hay imo or tikang ito kan Lord? So that is one thing that was lost niya dakan Gideon, an iya identity. Kasi he had forgotten nga an Iraklan sigun pamanhira nga list, but they have God with them. Kaupod ni Rahi Lord. Ang strength ni Lord na extend niya daha ira. But Gideon forgotten it. Yung kalimtan ito nira. And the last identity that was lost gadi kang Gideon is an iya worth. God say, He Lord kasi, He often say these words, you are favored. You are favored. Pag gimpili ka na ni Lord, ibig sabihin you are favored. Gimpaburan ka nahan Ginoo. You know what? It's a great thing to be called as favored. I want you to listen with me with this one. Nasaring Gideon replied, if now I have found favor in your eyes, give me a sign that is really you talking to me. Please do not go away until I come back and bring my offering and set it before you. You would actually see here how Gideon is asking for a sign. Nag-aaro pa Gideon in sign, though it's evident niya ada na nga an angel of the Lord. Di ba? So ganun ang doubt talaga ni Gideon, ungod ba nga nakaaraw kon favor nga dakan Lord? Ginsisigurado talaga niya ngun ungod niya nakaaraw yahin favor nga dakan Lord. If I really found favor in your eyes, give me a sign. Nag-aaraw pa yan sign. Ada na mismo an angel of the Lord. See, the situation tells that he was favored, but di makikita mo based on niya response that he still in great doubt kung ungod ba. I don't know kung what really happened hito nga era, scenario maliban ng oppression, bakit sobra talaga grabe ang oppression niya naabat. But this time you would actually see that he is really doubting kung ungod ba nga may paboran Ginoo nga daha iya. Nag-aro pa talaga yahin sign. So ano ba ang pagkakaadahin pabor? When we are talking about a favor, you know, it's meaning to say you are treated with preference or partiality. So for example, ganito, usang basketball. Ang team nga kung diin nagdaog last year, they were actually favored nga magdaog. Why? Kasi mas makusog hira, then they were able nga nakapag-champion na nga ni hira last season. So hira talaga ang pabor nga mas nga magdaog kung mag-uyag yan na. Yan. So let's try, medyo diri nato nagigess. So let's try to understand it more kung ano favor. Pag sabihin nga nakita nga favor, ang favor kasi diri skill. It's not skill. Diri talent, diri capability and person. Usually, ang favor, it's a thing nga an usa nga tawo waray pero ginahatag iya. Let's say for example, may duwa nga estudyante. There are two students, tapos same man ira grade level, same ira eskwelahan, tapos same lan ira parents. But an iya parents naghatag hin extra money ngadtuhan iya usa nga anak. So ibig sabihin an usa nga anak may pabor. May pabor iya ngadtuhan iya parents. May pabor iya ngadtuhan iya parents. So meaning to say, that is why Gideon was really trying to confirm kung nakaaraw talaga yahin favor kasi once a person got a favor from the Lord, you will receive an extra thing. May da ka makakarawat nga extra. And that extra is something special. Makaka-receive ka ng extraordinary. So diri pa medyo nagsisink in, no? So let's try to dig it more, no? When you are favored, when you are favored, it's a great thing yung mga karawat. But being favored, di rin basta-basta nga makukuha mula. Makuri makakuhahin pabor, I tell you. There are a lot of things naging kukonsider ng tao kung kayo nagiging pabor, naghahatag hirahin pabor sa nga tao. It's not easy makakuhahin pabor. But once you be able to take favor, things will go on your way. Pag nakakuha ka hin pabor, things will go on your way. So, paano? Let's say for example, siguro mas maintindihan natin. Pag mag-start ka in business, it's hard to develop pag nagtitikang ka pala. Ikaw ang mag-outsource sa imong mga product, di ba, mamimiling ka imong mga supplier, ikaw mag-outsource at the same time ikaw lot ang magma-market. Ibig sabihin ikaw lot ang magbabaligya. Pag may nag-purchase, ikaw gihapon magde-deliver. So ganun kakuri. Ikaw nag-outsource na miling ang supplier, ikaw liwat ang nag-market, ikaw liwat ang nag-deliver. Ganun kakuri. But here's the thing, pag ikaw you found favor. I tell you, if you found favor, let's say for example, pag chat nimo ngadtuhan imo supplier, masaringan nimo supplier, you have found favor to me. Kay dara nga maupay ka nga reseller. So yan na, gugutiayan ko an imo price para an imo net dako. So nakuhahin pabor. So an iya sales magdadako. An iya net sales magdadako. Then also, let's say for example, if he found favor nga to an mga clients, di rin na yan magmamarket an iya kalugaringon. But an iya client ang magmamarket para iya. Masiring niya. Uy, di ka mo hinipalit. Nagpalit ako actually, di good and quality. Di ka mo palit. Paka di ka mo di ka mo palit. So, di rin na mismo an business owner ang nagmamarket, but an iba na nga tao nagmamarket para iya. Because he actually found favor nga duhan mga kliyente. So, it's not easy to found favor, but when you found favor, things will go on your way. Nagigets ako niyo? That is why it's really great when you found favor to God. Because when you found favor to God, God will give you extraordinary things. And that is why nga diha Bible, you'd actually hear it niya, Lord, tagigad ako pabor. You are favored. Ibig sabihin you receive an extraordinary. That is why Gideon nga he was in shock. Han kumadan angel of the Lord. Why? Because he knows that he found favor to God, and pag mag-aananganin pabor nga na Ginoo, di rilaya basta-basta. Something extraordinary will happen. Something that will happen that will go on their way. Kumbaga iya situation. That is why I tell you, every time you pray, you ask for God's favor. Lord, tell me kung paano ko makukuha ang imo pabor. I tell you, hindi basta-basta ang taong favored ni Lord. If you are favored ni Lord, diri ka basta-basta. That is why at some point medyo ginpapakain natin, pabor ba talaga ako ni Lord? But I tell you, you are favored by the Lord. Darang aadi ka. Yan na pala nga, adi ka, ibig sabihin, gimpaboran ka na, Ginoo. Yan. Sige, pakitap dawanin mo sa pitsi nga. You are favored. You are favored. Dada, you are favored. You know what? An enemy, I tell you there is an enemy. An enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And you know what? Ang ginihimuhan enemy na diriya han mga tao ang ginpapaboran han Ginoo. Nadiri ang kaaway han mga tao ang ginpapaboran han Ginoo. And that is why when you are favored, an enemy makadahi mo. Out of the goodness nga ipapakita mo ni Lord, God will show you greatness. God will show you goodness, extraordinary things. But despite of those things, may magawas lagi hapon niya negative. And that is the enemy. Kasi nadiri niya itong nakikita niya. Di ba pag nag-business ka nga, nag-boom mo business, pero may magawas lahat niya mga basher, may mga pusher. That's reality. Yan siya talaga ito because they don't like the people nga favored. That is why you need to be careful when God favored you, know. And if God favors you, pag naabat mo ito, kaging paboran ka, Ginoo, will I tell you, do not listen to any negative thoughts. Kasi baking pa maiwis, ang paborang ginhatagin imong Ginoo. Dito na lang direkta ni imong matangandakan, Lord. Kasi that favor that God is giving you is extraordinary. So that's one thing that was lost nga dikan Gideon. But I believe in this story na agyan ito niya otro. And actually, nga diha aton, in the Bible, there are a lot of characters wherein mababasa mo that God found favor to them. Like for example, kan Noah. In Genesis 6:8, it says, Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. That is why great things happen nga di kan Noah. Diba? Hiraan ya family na saved. Abraham in Genesis 8:3, he found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Waray niya anak, but he became the father of multitude. Joseph, he found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Hiya ang pinakamayamang kumbaga nga anak ni Jacob. Hiya pa ang nagtalwas ngito niya mga kabugtuan, pati niya datay. Hantag gutom. Moses, nasaring nga di, I know you by name, and you have found favor with me. Lord, na nagsaring kan Moses. And Moses become the leader ngadto nga nagpakawalaahan mga Israelites from slavery. Extraordinary happen ngadto kan Moses, kan Joseph, kan Abraham. I know, just like for example nga di kan Gideon, extraordinary things happen to him because they have found favor to the Lord. That is why we need to really ask for favor to God. Lord, paborigad ako. Those people, these are just few han mga tao nga nakaaron pabor nga nakan Lord. And I tell you, these people are normal. They are also they are just the same like us, but because God extend his power nga to era, they become extraordinary. So you will become extraordinary if God extended his power nga dahi mo. If you have found favor to God. Here actually we would say that Gideon was no different from us. Gideon was no different from us, but he found favor to God. Kung aton makikita, Gideon was a sinner. Makasasala Gideon, he is weak and he is an idol worshipper. He is weak, he is a sinner, he is an idol worshipper. But Gideon was transformed. Nagbago Gideon. What happened here is he found his lost belief. He believed now that God is with him. He believed now that he is a mighty warrior. And he believed now that he is favored by God. If you're about to read the story, grabe ang obedience ni Gideon. He followed God and do what he says. Kung mabasa niyo Judges 8:22-23, so after one chapter, nasa rin nga dihikuan. Nasa rin nga din mga Israelites ken Gideon. Rule over us, you, your sons, and your grandsons, because you have saved us from the hand of Midian. Nasa rin itoan, Israelites ken Gideon. Pero naano hi Gideon? But Gideon told them, I will not rule over you, nor will my son rule over you. The Lord will rule over you. If you're about to read more of hininga story ni Gideon, during Gideon's lifetime, nagkaadahin 40 years nga peace sa Iraland. And also, Gideon died at a good old age. Waray kamatayan, war namatay layahan, kalagason. So, as we end hininga aton sermon tonight, number one in your blueprint han imo kinabuhi in your life is a deep belief. Dapat an hilarom nga belief. And that deep belief is anchored to God's word. Dapat may eda ito nga deep belief. When God says He is with you, He means it. He will never leave you nor abandon you. When God says you are a mighty warrior, then you are. You have a lion inside of you, and God knows how strong and persistent you are. When God says you are highly favored, then you are highly favored. Don't let others make you feel that no one believes in you. You know what? The only thing that will stop you from living is when you stop believing. When you have nothing to believe, it makes you feel that you are not alive anymore. Pag waray ka nga niging tutuuran, diri ka maaram kung magaano ka nga diha, tuna. You have something to believe. It's like a journey that has no end and a life with no sense of knowing the truth. Do not let your deep belief be shaken by your mistakes. Mistakes or struggle or mga losses. Do not let those things na ma-shaken and imo deep belief. If those mistakes that you have committed makes you feel, kung ato mga mistakes that you have committed makes you feel that you can come back from your life, well, I'll tell you, your time has not yet come to tell that success story. Hino ba nga diha ato, no says nga, diri ka pwede mag-struggle. Hino ba ato nan masiring nga diri kita pwede mag-aadahin mga decisions or mag-stumble. You know what, your best story is yet to come, and those story comes han mga error nimo han imo kinabuhi. You know what, you're gonna lose some battle, pero I believe diri ka makwit. You're gonna get pushed back a few times, pero I believe diri ka makwit. You know what, this is an opportunity for us to get stronger, to get better. Siring pa, we are a work in progress. When God says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So, why fear? Kaya nung mahadlo ka when God is with you? Why get dismayed when God will strengthen and help you? You know what? You are not a simple warrior. Di rin ka lang basta-basta ng warrior. You are a mighty warrior. You have a deep belief. May daka deep belief. And you believe what the word says in Romans 8:31. I am a conqueror. If God is for us, who can be against us? So let's stand.